Alright, what's up everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games. I know I'm late to the party, so this got announced right as I was going into work. I got to see it before my shift started, thankfully, so I did get the news as it came out. So I am happy about that. However, I didn't get to see the trailer very clearly when it was announced because I was watching the live stream and it kept buffering. And I kept yelling. I was yelling in the office where all my supervisors and managers are. I was yelling in the office, no. I yelled no, and that I was going to kick something. And they had no context. So hopefully I don't get fired tomorrow. But anyways, it's super late right now. I just got home and it's like after midnight already. So I'm going to react to this more properly. I've seen it a few times even afterwards, so I have already watched it, of course, but I'm gonna try and break it down. There might be some pausing here and there, but you guys have probably all seen it. If you haven't seen this announcement, I mean, where have you been? If you're a Planet Coaster fan, where have you been? I took out my background because it's a mess right now, so no reason to show that. But alright, so I'm going to tell you my immediate thoughts when I first saw this for the first time, so I can kind of go through my immediate reaction when this first got released, and we're going to talk about a few things. I don't know how long this is going to be, but I know you guys have been waiting for this video. Sorry I'm a little late to the party. Everyone else is probably going crazy on their channels. I haven't even watched a ton of other people's videos, but yeah, let's go ahead and go through this. So when I first saw this, my initial reaction is like, that's a dive coaster. And looking at this model, this was my initial reaction. I was like, okay, that looks like the exact same model that we have in game right now for the dive coaster, even the same design. So this is clearly the same as Planet Coaster 1. So a little part of me was like, this might be a DLC. It might not be a Planet Coaster 2 announcement. So, because I was like, that looks exactly the same as the first one. And then when we get to this part, as soon as I saw this, I was like, okay, this is definitely water parks. Definitely water parks. And I immediately noticed that this was like the slide that where the floor drops on you. So it looks like we have a little operator here that's going to direct them how that works. That looks interesting. But my immediate reaction was like, this is a water park DLC for Planet Coaster 1. That was my initial reaction. That's what I was thinking, and I was like, it has that classic charm, it has the cool, I don't know if this audio is copyrighted, hopefully not, so me starting and stopping will hopefully, not get me copyrighted, because that would suck. But, when I first saw the countdown, and I saw, like, the surfboard and stuff, I immediately started thinking water park DLC. And again, my clues right off the bat were like, this B&M dive coaster, the model looks exactly the same as Planco 1. So I initially thought this was just going to be a DLC. So let's stop here. And this is my first time pausing and actually taking an in-depth look at a lot of this. So the dive coaster looks exactly the same as Planet Coaster 1. It looks like we have the same. It looks like we're getting a lot of the same rides as Planco 1. So it looks like we're going to retain everything that we had in the first game. We have the Sky Swing ride. I hope we can adjust the heights. That's one thing I hope. We got some buildings in the background. We have a Cobra roll, which could be, I don't know what ride, but it's definitely B&M track. Another thing I noticed is that the B&M track spine is still very small. And it looks like the support generator is still going to kind of suck a little bit, but we can work around with that because we're still going to be able to do custom supports probably and all that stuff. So, but I do like this shot where the dive coaster, it was a clever idea to have the dive coaster next to the water slide. That's actually kind of really cool. And then we splashed into here. Let's see if we can see while we're on the water slide what we can see here. It's kind of hard to see. Pause it at the right here. Here we go. So you can see kind of like, it almost looks like a boomerang coaster right here. And then we have, obviously, the pool. And then it looks like we have another flat ride. Stuff that we've seen in Planet Coaster 1. You can see Gulpy over there. This is mainly just showcasing the water slides. Everything I see in this shot is something we already have, because you can see the Intamin Giga up here. The supports still look pretty bad, so I'm imagining those aren't going to get any better, unless it's just because it is pre-alpha and they might still be working on that, so keep that in mind. Alright, so we go in here, and we get the Frontier logo. It looks so cool in the water. At this point, I was sold that this was just gonna be a DLC, and I was like, worst case scenario, we're getting a water park DLC for Planet Coaster 1. Best case scenario, we're getting Planet Coaster 2. Little did I know that we're getting both at the same time. Amazing, mostly. Alright, yeah, we get a better shot here, obviously. I should have paused it here instead, so. But we have, like, the tubes. We even have pool noodles. You can see these smaller slides over here. That's awesome. And I'm sure these are all piece-by-piece building. What is that right here? I don't know what this is. Is that a flat ride, or is that some water ride or something? Not entirely sure what that is. That's definitely like a boomerang type. Well, there's a lift hill right here, so I'm not sure. More of like a corkscrew model. And then this popped up, and I immediately thought it was going to say Planet Coaster Water Park, or something like DLC or something like that. And then this 2 splashed in, and I freaking lost it when I saw that 2 splash in. I freaking lost it at that point, because it was buffering, and it stopped at this screen, and I just saw the 2, and I was like, I think I just yelled, like, yes! You know, like, I just yelled. In the office, by the way. Let's take a look at what we got all over here. There's some interesting stuff going on here. So we got some flat rides, we got a wood coaster right there. I'm not seeing anything new at this point. Like, we still have this big Ferris wheel that has the big opening in the middle. So I do see a lot of rides from the first game. It looks like we're getting all those rides. A lot of the stuff from the first game is going to be making its way, staying its way in here. So we have like one of those little toilet bowl, as I call them, slides right here. So cool to see that. And trying to see everything else here. We have one of the top spin rides. That's not new. But again, a lot of these flat rides right here look about the same, but this is all interesting right here. And then this is one of our big first reveals on one of the new coaster types. We're getting the B&M Surf Coaster, which is pretty cool. So very good addition, but again, you can see that the track spine is very thin, something I don't like to see. Maybe it's because they don't want it to look too similar to B&M. They don't want to get sued or anything. Maybe that's what it is. But I wish we had thicker track spines. Gives the option. It was, some of the coaster types in the first game allowed us to have different spine types. I would love to see that for B&M, like maybe a small, medium, and a large one. Because I don't like how thin the spine is. That's just me nitpicking. It's fine. I didn't mind it as much in the first game, but... And then this is a new flat ride. We don't have this in Planet Coaster 1. I don't know what these are called. I've seen them before. I don't think I've actually been on one, though. But looking at the water slide builder, we don't really get a look at the builder, but we get to see... I think it's going to be very similar to like how you do, kind of like the coaster builder. You're going to be able to kind of put them wherever you want, and you probably have to put the end at like into a pool or something. I hope we have options where like a lot of water slides just, you know, have an end point where you don't have to splash into a pool, because I think that'd be more realistic. Some of them you do. Like, keep that option in there, but there should be another option where you can just have an end section where they just go to the end and that's it. Like, you don't have to splash into a pool. Now, this is the first part that was really, really cool to me. It looks like we're going to be able to add on to our flat rides and really theme out the flat rides the way we want. So let's go back to that a little bit. You can see rocks on here. So we're going to be able to, it looks like we're going to be able to attach scenery into the ride, and it's going to move with the ride. So like if you put something in the center here, it's actually going to rotate. So it's not like Planet Coaster 1 where you just didn't have collision and it just sits there. No, you can actually have it attached to the ride. You see these rocks? They're moving with the ride. So like that's one thing, that's one of the biggest reveals in this trailer to me, is that we're going to be able to customize our flat rides. This is just a teacups ride that you can customize the theming of. And this is a huge game changer, because instead of just plopping down flat rides, we can make our flat rides actually have a different feel. So like if I put a teacups and theme it up differently from another park, it's going to feel fresh. It's going to keep your flat rides feeling fresh and different from other parks. So like if I was to place a teacups in, Planet Coaster 1, in my park, and you had it in somebody else's park, it's going to feel the same because you can't make any changes. But this is huge, and I would love to see this kind of similar for coaster trains as well. Obviously, you can't put like big themed elements, but I'd love to be able to theme our trains differently and have maybe at least a few different presets of trains, so the trains aren't all the same. So this gives me hope that maybe there's a slight chance of that, but I mean, the flat rides part is huge. It's a pretty big game changer for me. So I don't know if this is hotels. I think these are hotels. You can see the hotel windows here. They have like the little actual curtains in there. I think we're going to get more in depth in the hotels. I see something in the window here. Or what is that? I'm not sure. Oh, that's just like a decoration. But I'm guessing hotels are going to be a little more complex this time around, for sure. I don't think they're going to be completely the same. So we got King Coaster here entertaining our guests. But yeah, these are definitely like hotels, so there's definitely going to be some sort of hotel upgrade, I think. And you can actually kind of see the rooms in there, which is kind of cool. But you can see like the awful auto-generated supports over here on this coaster. Like looks like some sort of Giga coaster, like an Intamin Giga. Again, it's still pre-alpha engine footage, so like that could be changed, but it looks like we're gonna have to still create our own custom supports for it to look realistic. So, which is fine. It just takes a lot of time, So, we're also getting lazy rivers. I know that. I was looking at Silverette's video slightly. I haven't watched it fully because I was didn't have long enough on break, but I was watching part of his. One of his nitpicks was that the connectors for the slides were too small, like right here, which I do agree with him on that. I still think they look pretty awesome, though. I do think that's a nitpick as well that I would agree with, but the pools look awesome. Definitely look great. I can't wait to build like my own resorts and have pools around them. Like that's gonna be great. Like you have hotels and then you have the some pools around it, like resort. This is awesome though. Like I'm not a big water park person, so I didn't care about having the water parks in the game as much as everyone else did. I understand why people want them really bad, but it wasn't a huge draw for me. Like I'm more of a dry park person. I don't really care about water parks as much. This is going to be great though. I'm totally stoked, and I'm very surprised that it isn't a DLC and that it's going to be in the base game. And I think that's a huge win for everyone just in general, that water parks are going to be part of the base game. It is a good day. So, we're going to get our first look at gameplay on the 31st. I'm going to see if I can have that time off now that I can prepare. I'm going to try and see if I can get that time off so we can do a reaction to that gameplay for the first look at the gameplay. I'm so excited, and this is coming fall. This is months away, guys. Like, this isn't like you have to wait 2 years, you have to wait a year for this to come out. No, this is just a few months away. I'm gonna assume it's gonna come out in November. That's how Frontier loves to do their releases. They always like to do November release dates. So I'm gonna bet my money that it's gonna be sometime in early mid-November, maybe in late. Could be into December at the latest, but it is saying fall. So I would say around October, November, and with Frontier's track record, I'm definitely going to say probably November. So, but man, I can't tell you how excited I am. I know you guys are just as excited. There are some details here that we could probably get into. All right, so here we go. You can add it to your wish list. I'm definitely going to do that as soon as we're able to buy it. I'm going to buy it right away. I don't care if I don't have any money. Alright, so let's check out the gallery here and see what we've got. I don't know if they have screenshots ready. They do. So we have a good look at the B&M Surf Coaster there. Looking really nice. I'm trying to see if I can see anything in the bathroom or backgrounds. Bathrooms look about the same. You have the little restroom blocks, which is fine. I mean, you don't really need in-depth restrooms all that much. We got another screenshot here. some of the smaller slides. We have a lady coming off of that little kid slide. We have a new mascot here, a little shark. New shark mascot. That's awesome to see. We have a new King coaster. I don't know if it's King Water Park or Queen Water Park. Kind of looks like more feminine. Definitely like some sort of King Water Park or Queen Water Park or something. Don't know what their name will be, but and we get another shot of this, of some of the rides around. And you can put them within your parks, which looks pretty cool. Alright, let's check the news. And find out more. I don't know if I'm seeing if there's information about anything here. Alright, let's read all these. Create your dream piece by piece in Planet Coaster 2. Shape your terrain. Use enhanced improved building tools to lay paths and scenery, and populate your creation with glistening swimming pools and thrilling rides for your guests to enjoy. Push the boundaries of creativity. Construct incredible water rides, slides. So I'm assuming if there's probably going to be new water rides as well, not just like water park slides, like actual water rides probably too. And swimming pools is similarly interconnected piece by piece construction. Enjoy all new scenery from 5 exciting themes and design sensational animatronic shows with the event sequencer. Animatronic shows, so you can actually put together like shows, which just sounds pretty epic actually. What we got here? Master management. Flex your management muscles with new and enhanced tools. Oversee every aspect of your park's operations, from finances to staff management. Fix rides, maintain attractions, ensure the safety of your guests, and keep everyone entertained. So hopefully the management is improved from the first game, and it's even better. Share the ride, team up with friends, and sandbox and franchise mode to build oh gosh, what is that word? Astonishingly on a shared saved across platforms. Share your creations in game and on the Frontier Workshop, and embark on park hopping adventures to experience the delights of fellow players' creations. So what this sounds like to me is that they're implementing multiplayer and sandbox and franchise mode. So we can actually, I don't know how many we're going to be able to do at the same time, but it sounds like we're going to be able to do, to me, that says we have multiplayer where we can actually go into the same parks together, team up with friends, and sandbox. So I hope that's what that means, because it says, to me, that sounds like we're getting multiplayer. I'm sure we'll get more information about that stuff and more in detail later on. Calling all thrill seekers and water park fanatics, Planet Coaster 2, the ultimate theme park and water park creative management simulation game. Oh, it's pulling int. Come say Ayo. And it's going to be launching on console as well, so for you console players, you're going to be able to play Planet Coaster 2. I think it's only next gen though, like PS5, Xbox Series S, X. As far as I'm aware, it's going to be on the Epic Game Store, Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation. So this is exciting stuff, and we're going to have more information probably about this game during the Frontier Unlocked live stream, which I will definitely be checking out on the 31st. So we're going to keep an eye on that. If there's any more information that I may have forgot, please leave in the comment section below. But guys, it's here. This game is real. Been telling you guys for years this game is coming out. There'd be no way that it wouldn't come out, and it's even better than I expected, because I wasn't expecting them to include water parks in the base game. So that's just a win-win for all of us, because that leaves who knows what kind of DLC in the future. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to see a Mach Extreme spinning coaster, okay? If I can see that at some point, I'll be very, very happy. So we have Planet Coaster 2 coming out fall 2024. We do get the B&M Surf Coaster. That's the only major new coaster type that we saw in this trailer. A lot of the flat rides, a couple new flat rides that we saw, and then of course the water slide stuff and all the water park stuff is also in there. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you excited? Is there anything that you're disappointed about? I couldn't really find anything I'm disappointed about, honestly, except for a few nitpicks right from there and there. From what I heard, the pathing system is going to be revamped as well, so I think this is going to be incredible. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about later on, but I'm going to wait until we get more details about the game before I actually, kind of say a few things. I want to see the game. We'll see what the gameplay is like on the 31st. So I'll probably be live streaming that. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, if you want to watch my reactions to that live stream, because I can't wait to see that first official gameplay. And yeah, so I can't wait. I'm so excited, guys. Like I've never been. This is definitely my most hyped game of the year. I was getting ready to play College Football 25. I'm excited for that game, but this outweighs everything right now. So we'll see how it holds up against Park Studio as well. That's another game that's also coming out. Another theme park game that's also coming out. I'm obviously going to be playing both. But Planet Coaster 2 is going to have a full release in November, so it's going to be full release time. And Frontier, if you're watching, man, like, I'm here for you. If you want to send me any early access codes or anything like that, I will promote the heck out of this game for sure. I'm just here to have fun. All right, so let me know what you guys know in the comments below. Are your thoughts about Planet Coaster 2? It's finally coming. Are you guys super excited? I am very excited. It's finally here, and I can't wait. I can't even go to sleep. I don't know if I can sleep for the next few months. So make sure you guys have a great day and cooler tomorrow, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. So thank you guys so much, and goodbye.